Hey everyone, AlphaFinx here, and I have a deck tech for you guys of my replays deck. Now, what this is, if in case you saw some of my videos and you want to see the builds I was using, here you go. This is the Ancient Wilds replays deck. So let's hop in here, and I have it set to the default, and we're gonna add in and take out, the cards that fit with the build that I'm trying to do. And the whole point of this deck is to return cards to your hand and play them again and use the abilities again and again and again in an endless loop. And there you go. Alright, so this card doesn't really help us. Don't need that. Visionary, of course. I love that card. 2 mana, draw a card, get a 1/1 in play. Fauna Shaman. Now this card, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. I kind of like it because if you're dying and you need a card, you can go fishing for it with this one. So we'll throw it in. Now the only card that you have to destroy a permanent in this one is the Beast Within. Throw that in there. These Caller of the Claw. Don't really like these cards. I don't know. Some people play them. I just don't. I haven't used them. So I just not putting them in. This guy, draw a card. Defender. It slows them down. I get to draw a card. I get to keep playing it again and again. Return it to my hand. Play it. So throw that one in there. I mean, usually walls aren't great, but don't want to get rushed by goblins or like the Peacekeepers deck. Eternal Witness, second best card in the deck. All right. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may return a card from your graveyard to your hand. So you use this and the Roaring Primodox, and you just keep returning it to your hand and take your best card in your graveyard and put it onto the battlefield, and there you go. Now, Manaplasm you'd think would be in a deck like this, but I was playtesting with it, and it wasn't doing it because it's 3 mana for a 1/1, and usually I'd only cast like something that's 4 mana. So it would be like a 5/5, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. It doesn't have trample, so I'm not going to put those in there. This is another one, Spawn Writhe. When I use that one, it would work in the normal deck, not in this one. What else? There we go. Get some forests into play, get a good guy to keep playing, get all the forests out of your deck, and then you only draw the good cards. Now this Alpha card here, although it's got my name in it, I don't really like this card for this deck. I mean, it gives target creature +2/+2 when it comes into play, so it has that effect, when it comes into play, and you can play it as flash. But it's 4 mana, and when I was playing, I just didn't really use it that much either, Now, Erratic Portal is one of the cards that you can use to bring the stuff back to your hand, so it's part of our combo setting up here. But I noticed when I played with 2 of these cards in the deck, I just didn't really need both of them. And I would draw 2 in one game, and I just didn't need it. So I'm only putting 1 in. This Herdnar is just too slow. 4 mana for a 2/2. Yes, it pumps, but it's too slow. I'm going to lose the game by the time I start getting this one going, so don't really need that. Momentous Fall. It's another card I don't need in this type of deck. Natural Order, that should just be in every deck because it's awesome. Put both of them in there. Vengevine. Now, Vengevine is, a great card because it comes back from your graveyard. You can keep playing it again and again, and when you return cards to your hand, you can play a 1/1 or a 2/2 and, keep bringing them back. So, toss these in the deck. And this one, too. And this guy is just, this is a cool card. 4 mana for 4/5, and it's got flash. And then all your cards you can play as though they had flash. So I like using that one and then playing my Roaring Primodox on 3rd turn to end the set. And it kind of tricks them out, and maybe I could get them out there without getting countered or killed. Acidic Slime. So that has a nice ability there, and you throw that in the deck. You want to kill, there's a lot of enchantments and artifacts that are powerful. Spiders, I need the spiders, alright? This is the only one that has that effect to destroy a creature with flying, so I'll throw that guy in there. Now this card, I love this card, Thrag Tusk. You gain 5 life, then you use something to return it to your hand. Yes, it is huge, 5/3 creature. And then when it comes back, it puts a 3/3 in play, and then you go and cast it again and gain 5 life. This card just, of course, goes in there. Soul of the Harvest. This one, do you see the difference? Like, this one has Trample. It's a non-token creature, enters the battlefield, so you don't have to cast it either. So I'm going to throw that one in there because it's just better. Wild Pear. I like just putting one of these in a deck. You don't want to get greedy here and put 2 of them in. And it is 6 mana. It's a cool card, but you can really get out a lot of creatures like that. But I just need 1. Now this one, best card in the deck, Elder Scale Worm. I mean, of course that's going in there. I don't know why you play this deck without putting that in there. So take a look at this. So now these are 7 mana for the Palaka Worm and the Gaia's Revenge, and This card can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities, right? And it has haste, so I love doing the natural order for this one. Get it in play and attacking for 8 damage, and whatever creatures they have, they're going to have to chump block it. And it can either wear out all their creatures or, you know, just wipe them out. This one, I just want to put one of these cards in. Gain 7 life, that's kept me in the game a couple times, and also if it dies, you draw a card. So it replaces itself when it dies. These other cards, this one's cool, it just, I don't know, I just can't see myself trying to use that. I'd have to use a natural order to get it, and it's too much work going on for this one. It is pretty cool, though. Just not in this deck. So, this one's another interesting card, but just too much mana. It's either 9 mana or 6 mana, can't use that. And this one, I don't know why, this is just a weird card to me. Like, Primal Surge, the chances of you of getting, like, something that you really wanted with this, it just seems kind of slim. Like, I better put 5 cards into play if I'm going to use this. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning of the deck. We got 93 cards now, and we got to cut it down a bit, because, you know, you can't be running a 90 card deck. You need 60 cards in a deck. Increases your chance in drawing the best ones. The Beetle. I don't like this Beetle. A lot of people have it in the deck. I don't need it. 1/1 counter, I don't really care. And, you know, I always get them in the opening hand, and then they just die, and it doesn't really help me. Giant Growth is another card I don't really need in this deck. It doesn't really fit what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to throw those out. Taunting Out. This card, I win games. I tried taking these cards out. I win games with this card. So I don't need 2 of them, because I have the Eternal Witness. I can bring one back to my hand, you know, if I need to. So I want to take one of these out. But, I mean, you just win games with that, because when you get to, like, a stalemate, you can use it, and elves stay in there. Fauna Shaman's good. This card, this is too slow. It's 3 mana to get it going. Don't need that. This one, Reach, Death Touch. I mean, this is kind of decent, but with only 1 health, it's not good enough for me. Also doesn't go with the theme of the deck, so I'll take that out. Awakener Druid. This is another one. I'm not going to return this to my hand, so I don't need it in my deck. I mean, if you're doing just straight up, like, aggro deck, this might work well, but that's not what we're doing here. Take that out. Beast Within. Alright, so there's 3 of these is kind of a lot, but it is the only destroy target permanent. I'm going to take out one of these. You gotta leave the one with the cool promo card. Alright, and then Defender stays, Eternal Witness, Course stays, second best card in the deck. Wood Elves, low stay. The Force Mage. So this is another one like that Wolf. It gives +2/+2, but it's just, I don't really need that. I don't need to try and save my cards. What I'm trying to do is get a loop going, and I can get out my huge cards and just hit in for a ton of damage. So, let's take them out. This is another good card for aggro deck, but in this one, in practice, it wasn't enough. It's too expensive. It's 4 mana. When I end up spending it, I'd rather spend it on something else, and that's when I could get my Roaring Prima Docs out as well. So I just take those out, leave the portal. Natural Order always stays in. Roaring Prima Docs. Here we go. So this is like kind of the heart of the deck here. That's what you're going to use to return the guys to your hand. But I notice when I run 4 of these, I draw like 3 in one game, and it's just too much. So I'm taking one of them out. I know it's kind of crazy, but I just had it been playing. It's been playing better like that. Vengevine always stays in. Wolfbriar, that's a game winner right there. Keep that in there, and it's great with the return to hand feature. This guy with the flash, Acidic Slime, leave those in. Oh wait, 3 of them though. You know what? I don't want to draw 3 of them because they're 5 mana each. So should I take out 2 or just 1? Artifact, enchantment, or land. No, I always want to destroy their lands too. I'll just take out 1, but I want to destroy their lands and I can't do it. Overrun's got to stay in because they have so many lands by the time I get that out, it doesn't matter. There's my spiders stay in. Thragtusk. Now I like this one, but we still have 67 cards. I got to get rid of some guys here. So 5 mana. Let me get rid of one of these. Lurking Predator is just a power card, so that's going to stay in there. I mean, I might take that out in the future if I don't see it, you know, with playtesting working really well. Now this guy, draw a card. I love drawing cards. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you draw a card. 6 mana for 4/5 though. This one's a 6/6 for 6 mana, and it has trample. So which card's better? This one. All right. So take out the other one. Wild Pair. I don't need 2 of these in the deck. We're getting greedy here. Too much mana. get that in the opening hand, and then what do you do the whole game? So Worm Coil, I don't want this in this deck. I don't know. I just don't like that card for some reason. Elder Scale Worm. Got my power guys. Now Terrastatin, right? I have 61 cards in the deck. I have this one. Yes, it's a 9/9. Yes, it puts potentially 3/3 green creatures into play on your side, but you know what? It's no good because it doesn't have trample, and they can just kill it real easy. My Gaia's Revenge cannot be targeted by non-green sources, so this card, unfortunately, you know, it's an awesome card, but I think I gotta cut it. And that would be the last one I don't have to get rid of. 8 mana for this guy. Done. And there you have the 60 card replays deck. Let me just go through real quick. Yep, everything looks good. And you know, let me just give this a stamp of approval here. If you want to see some gameplay with this deck, I'm going to put a link towards the end of the video. So you can just click on that. You can check out some gameplay I have of it. This has been AlphaFinx. This was Deck Tech for Replays Deck. Thank you for watching. I'm signing out.